Hello, welcome. I'm coming to you from our living room, and I'm under that isolation order just like the rest of you are, and we are starting to get a little stir crazy inside of our house, especially with the way the weather has been turning. We want to get out there and start playing some golf, and hopefully that'll be soon. But in the meantime, I want to bring you some tips on what you can do at home to help improve your golf game before you hit the links. So let's go around my house and let's see if we can find some household items that can make your golf swing better. Okay, what can we use in here? The first thing I see is my hat collection. I know my wife has been on me to get rid of some of these hats, but right now they're gonna come in perfect. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab 4 hats, and I'm sure you have hats at home. If you don't, feel free to use a towel or something else, or get a couple towels. We can use these as targets when we're practicing a few of our short game drills. So this is a great find. Let's keep looking. This will be perfect. We'll use this. All right, we're making progress. We've got a broom, we've got some hats. Let me look in the garage and see if there's some good stuff that we can find. Tennis racket. That'll be perfect for grip and face alignment. Perfect. This is going to be great for early extension. Okay, we've got the majority of our stuff. Volleyball, which I found in the garage, those hats, a broom, tennis racket, sunglasses, which I'm going to need today. I'm also looking for one other thing here, and I think I can find that out in the yard. 1 second. Found it. Jackpot. Dog toy. The key is it's got to have a squeaker, because that's going to help us with weight transfer. All right, now that we've got all of our props for doing a golf swing, let's show you how we can use them. The first thing we want to cover is grip. Grip's going to be really important. It's going to lead to a really good golf swing in the backswing, downswing, and follow through. So what we're going to use for this is a pan, a tennis racket, and then ultimately a golf club. So first of all, let's look at how the grip should be. We've got a golf club, and I've got my hands, which are going to be good to demonstrate the grip. So let's see what a grip looks like when we put it on the golf club correctly. The most important thing we want to remember is the club does not run through the fingers like this, nor does it run through the palm like this. We want to run it diagonal. So as you can see here, it kind of starts where my index finger is, and it exits out the bottom of my pad there. You can see how that pad kind of wraps around it, and my index is wrapped around it, and then I wrap the rest of my hand around that grip. Now, I want to have a little space here. I don't want to have this smashed up against the grip. I want to have a little space. That's what puts it in the fingers of the club. So if I look at it from face on, you're going to see I have a line that my index and my thumb make, and it's pointing to the right side of my body. Now with my right hand, what I want to do is I want to take that and slide that over that thumb, so I get a line that's also pointing at the right side of my body. That's going to allow for a nice, free grip. We've seen how to put our hands on the golf club. Now, how can a frying pan even help more? Well, this frying pan's nice and heavy. When that club is actually swinging, it's heavy too. So it's important to have our grip on that golf club correctly. When you grab a frying pan, the chances are you're going to grab it just like you do a golf grip, a good golf grip. So when I grab this frying pan, I'm going to hook this pad over the handle, and I'm going to use the index finger to support the weight. That's exactly what you should be doing for a golf grip. So use a frying pan to get the feeling of what a golf grip is going to be. If it gets too much in the pad, it becomes very difficult to hold that pan. If it's too much on the top, it hurts a lot in the wrist. So putting your hand on that frying pan will give you a good idea of what it's like to grip a golf club properly. Now let's check out and see what happens with a tennis racket. Not a very good tennis player, but this racket can come in really handy on figuring out your grip. The first thing is we want to make sure we get a square grip. And so one of the things we can use the tennis racket is we can use this face. We can easily see if it's too shut or too open, in order to provide a nice square face. So a golf club, we want that thing to be straight up and down. We don't want to be gripping it like this or like this. So on a tennis racket, we can put that straight up and down, and we can take our grip that we learned from the frying pan, we can slide it onto that tennis racket, we can look at that line, then we can take our right hand and slide it down. Now that's a nice square grip. It won't help your tennis game, but it'll definitely help your golf game. So now we've seen how a frying pan can help us and how a racket can help us, both with proper grip and getting a square grip. Now we're going to see how the broom can help us. The first thing you want to do with this broom is take off this top portion. We won't need that. Now we just have a stick. So the next thing we want to do is take our grip. Just like we did the frying pan, we want to hook our top pad on the top of that stick and the index on the bottom, and we want to wrap the hands around. We want to make sure that that line is pointed up at that right shoulder. We're going to take our right hand, we're going to slide it down so the two pads go between the thumb, and we've got a nice overlapping grip right there. Now you can kind of see how my finger is sticking out. That's called the trigger finger. If you're doing this right, your finger is going to stick out slightly. It won't be smashed up against all the other hands. It'll be a trigger finger because when we're coming into this, you can see how flat my hand is. If that sticks at a 45-degree angle, I got this trigger finger. If you're coming into it too much like this, you're not going to get a trigger finger, and that wrist is going to be too bowed up. So we want to make sure it's nice and straight, and we wrap it around. So you can see the stick's at a 45-degree angle, and I've wrapped that right hand around. Now I've got a nice free motion, so I can move this around. So if I make a swing, I can generate that whoosh. And having a nice light object like a broom handle, we can see how fast we can make that broom handle move with the hands. So the louder the whoosh, the faster it's moving. I've been swinging the club around for a little bit, trying to get that whoosh going. Now I've got my golf club, and I'm going to try my driver. I'm going to try to feel all of those aspects with my driver. So let me back up here a little bit, give us some room. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and take my grip, take my stance. I'm going to throw it up there. I'm going to feel that whoosh. And I want to make sure my grip feels nice and loose during this entire swing. So using those objects, I think that'll help you get a better grip. I hope you stick around for more backyard